Yo, Rizdal here. Today I'm going to play Fate Extra for the PSP. A guilty pleasure of mine. I love this game, but actually I have never finished this game. Because I get too grindy, and I always get tired of it and leave it. So, let's start. Hopefully this time it's not going to happen because I'm going to force myself to finish it. Normal. This mode is for those who wish fully enjoy the experience. This mode is for those who are new to RPG game genre. There is no hard. Oh well. Normally this. A word of half eyes. Warning, there are a number of dead ends and potential... God damn it. The story of this game is word of fiction, assembled a real person, location, blah 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 blah. It's bright, sunny morning. The air is filled with joyful laughter of students. There is more activity than normal in front of the school gate. A crowd is forming as students are being called over. I wonder what's going on. When I peer into the center of the hubbub, I see my friend and student council president Isai Ryudo. Good morning, lovely weather we are having, don't you think? Ah, by the way, this game is retranslated and has a few number of improvements. Is the perfect patch, I think it was called? I don't remember. Anyway, it has several retranslations and other stuff. Anyway, I think we are not going to see any in the Tamamo route, but still. Why don't you look so surprised? Why do you look so surprised? You announced at last week's assembly that this month the student council will strictly enforce school rules. I have been tasked with performing inspections to ensure students are in compliance with school rules. Now it goes without saying that everyone is subject to inspections, even old friends. Now then, uniform inspection time. Color check. Pants, hems, check. And your socks, check. Next is the contents of your bag. Notebooks, textbooks, pencil box. Not even a whiff of contraband. Your nails are evenly cut, and your haircut is sensible. Indeed, quite remarkable. Your model Tsukimihara Academy student. How is it called? Tsukimihara Gakuen? I don't remember the Japanese name. Someone like you ought to consider a future in student government. You will be perfect for it. Oh, but you never try to coerce... I will never try to coerce you into joining the student council. We are not like that. Now then, off to your classroom. Enjoy your day. Before I can reply, Mr. Diligent, student council president, is on the next student inspection. Hungry for gossip, on their way to their classroom, the students jabber about the inspections. Things are always so gently blustering in the morning. Another peaceful beginning to another peaceful day. We both know that is not going to happen. Let's see, menu. Press triangle while campus to open the system menu. Here you can save game, adjust game options, etc. Nice. Always save. Options. What options do I have? Message speed. I think I'm going to put it in slow because there are a few texts that go really fast, so... camera controls, inverted... I will see. Event voices... yes. Confirm. Wait a second, I have to take off my coat. I was freezing, now I'm dying. There we go. Much better. Now let's continue. How do I... circle. A few artifacts. Oh wait, that's supposed to be the shadow, I think. See? Weird. Anyway. Welcome and enjoy your stay at Tsukimihara Academy. I just wanted to try saying that once, just to see how corny it will sound. If you continue right, you will find the archery range, but you should head to the school building now. Your classroom is on the second floor, right? If you don't get to your classroom soon, you will incite Tiger's wrath. Tiger! Oh, isn't the archery range open? What is this archery range you speak of? Oh, that building over there. To the right. What about it? Well, somebody left their stuff there, but whatever. Oh, fruit? Is there anything here? Search. This side gate is closed. If I want to leave the school, I should exit at the main gate. Very clear. Nothing. The shadows are weird. I think it's the emulator. Archery range. A lingering scent in the air triggers in thoughts of a soft wave of nostalgia. And the archery range seems to be completely empty. The entrance is even closed up tight. I'll better hightail it back to the classroom. Room 2A is on the main building second floor. But I want to explore. There we go. Have this weird feeling that I'm forgetting something. I just can't think of what it might be. And I must have a hole in my head. Maybe if I head back to my classroom. They really want me to go. But I want to explore. Can I touch this? No. Can I enter from here? No. No is the answer. Can I talk to you again? Same text. Camera change. In we go. Oh man, I got to go to the bathroom before homeroom starts. My eyes are starting to float. Oh, I can search. 4 days until the next exam. Be sure to study your hardest. Sincerely, Mr. Fujimura. Fujimura-sensei. Mrs. The bathroom's bathroom. I don't really need to go now. Can I search? This is the faculty office. I don't really have any need to or desire to talk to any of the teachers, so I shouldn't go in. I woke up this morning with a splitting headache, and I have been really forgetful as of late. From the nurse office. It seems that many students are falling ill due to stress of exams. Please come to the nurse office if you feel ill or are injured. Can I enter? This is the faculty office? Yeah. Same thing. Really long. Nurse office. This is the nurse office. I can feel the people inside, but I'm not quite sure how. Anyway, the door to one bunch. The Kami garden is up ahead. Looks like it is under renovation, so only those involved in the process are allowed to go in. I really wish they would extend the text. It really bothers me to read it like that. Look at the shadow. I really wish I could fix that. It's going to bother me a lot. This is room 1A. Even though no one is around, the silence is so absolute that it's somewhat unnerving. I see. Fighting on school grounds is strictly prohibited. That's a little unnerving. 1A, same thing. 1B. This is room 1B. These classrooms feel totally lifeless. The lack of students just makes that feeling worse. Same. Yep. This is room 1C. All of the first year's classrooms seem totally devoid of life. I wonder what's going on. The class schedule from freshman student have been posted. Technically, I took all of these classes last year, but I don't remember anything about them. Yep, classic. The schedule for each grade has been posted. As a freshman, it's difficult enough to just trying to remember the name of your classmates. I never bothered to remember anyone. It looks like a fire alarm. Just the sight of it makes me want to set it off. Okay, nothing else. The shadow really bothers me. Can I go down? The cafeteria is just up ahead. It looks like they are still getting ready. Okay, they won't let me do anything, I guess. Oh, this? The door to the supply room is locked tight. Students are allowed to enter. Fine then. And you? We better head to the classroom. Our classroom? Do I ring a bell? Yeah, definitely normal. It gets annoying. I will change it later. Tsukimihara Times Preview Edition 1. A special feature will begin the day after tomorrow. Cracking the unsolved mysteries of Tsukimihara Academy. Don't miss it. Bathroom. The boys' bathroom. Don't really need to go now. Fine. Library. This is the library. There are weird mechanical noises coming from inside. I will check it out, but the door is locked. From the librarian, about exams. The library will be closed for the duration of exams. During the closure, the shelves will be reorganized and much request PCs added. Stop by after your exams. Library. And this? Huh? No text? Anything? Weird. Suspicious. I will talk to you. 2A. No, not time yet. A friendly little reminder from Fujimura-sensei. Any student who gets a red mark in my class is invited to my special tutoring session. At the bottom of the flyer is a drawing of Fujimura-sensei swinging a wooden sword. You know, why will that be a normal tutorial session? I better not get any red marks. 2A, no. This is classroom 2B. To be or not to be. There is a lot of athletes here, so it's a little overwhelming. It's noisy as usual. I would rather not be noticed, so I better hightail it out of here. 2C. Student calls replacing Issei is in class C. But he's not here now, he must be busy. I don't know anyone else here, so I should probably leave. Anything else? The librarian's message evolves into scribbles. Carpe diem. I know that's supposed to be inspirational, but... This? The schedule for elective classes have been posted. It's a pain to change classrooms. Indeed. This is shared locker for the classroom's use. It has stationery and supplies buried under the treasure trove of Fujimura-sensei's junk. Nothing else. Right? Sorry. Can I still go up? My classroom is 2A. I don't have any business on the third floor. I have to get to my class before the bell rings. But I want to explore. Fine. Chimes raise curtain on humble days, precious as handful of gold dust. As I entered class, I see Mato with a bunch of girls. Why he's so popular is a mystery. Oh, the voice is the full text. Nice. Okay, the normal text bit is quite annoying. You asshole. Yep, classic Shinji. It's a little early for so much abuse, but as it's Shinji Mato's, it can be helped. Nom 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 nom. Someday I'm going to read properly. See, half of the screen is free. Why don't you push the text so I can read it better? God damn it. His arrogance is almost palpable. I don't know what he's saying, but it makes all the girls squeal with joy. Ugh. Actually, let me rephrase. His personality isn't so much mysterious as it is unnatural. Oh, no voice. I was just doing a little math tutoring. This stuff is beyond easy, for me anyway. Wait a second, hey Mato, isn't the answer to this question totally wrong in every way? What in the... I'm the one who solved that? There's no way it could be wrong. But look at this, since when did 2 plus 2 equal 5? Okay, that problem is stupid already, so... I will never make such a stupid mistake. It's all your fault. You're the idiots here, not me. As Shinji raises his voice, the girls all panic and run back to their desks. I hate dealing with the proletariat. There we go, I can read. Especially when they think they are my equal. It's really pathetic that the swarms don't know their place. That's why I like you so much. Even though you're boring, you know not to steal my thunder. You're the ultimate sidekick. Shinji flashes me a smile. It's weird how I never take offense at the way he talks to me. By some strange twist of fate, Shinji Mato and I are friends. How I became friends was... I can't quite remember how it happened. Want to say we met in spring sometime. The bell for class rings as I try to recollect. And who should fly through the door but our humble teacher, Fujimura-sensei. Phew. I made it. Good morning, And Fujimura-sensei trips, falling painfully onto the floor. As she lands, her head strikes the corner of the platform at the front of the classroom. The classroom goes dead silent. Every student's attention is focused on the same thing. Again, how does she manage to trip in the same place every time? Listen, you. This isn't the time to be making stupid jokes. You're right, she isn't moving. Did she get knocked out or something? A few brave students get out of their seats and crowd around the still comatose Fujimura. Hey, Fujimura-sensei! Fujimura-sensei? Are you okay? What? Huh? What's wrong, everyone? Hey, class is about to start, so get back to your seats, pronto! Fujimura-sensei jumps to her feet as if nothing had happened. It's almost as if the memory of her sudden and violent trip to the floor was totally erased. As things happen all the time, no one seems to notice or care enough to say anything. Oh boy. No one gives a thought to how odd it is for this to happen every single day. Midday. The scene playing out before me seems to never change from day to day. The same exact lessons. The exact same subject, the exact same content. Today we are going to study the biography of Dr. Peaceman, a talented physician who, Fujimura-sensei, is conducting class today the same way she does every day. You may not know, but when I was young, an unknown pathogen was the cause of a serious epidemic. Oh, what a coincidence. In fact, outbreaks were common, but now most illnesses are cured by using, oh boy, nanothingy GM magics. I cannot read that. Nanothin magics, whatever. Thingy magics. Okay, let me read it again. Nanothingy magics. There we go. I can read it. For your information, I'm still young. This will be on the test, so be sure you don't forget it. I mean it. Her ensuing laughter stops short at her eyes, which seem deadly serious. Just as everyone is about to call Fujimura out, the bell signal in the end of the class rings. Alright, that's all for today. Be sure to study hard tonight, and don't forget those important points I told you about. Evening. Dun, dun, dun. While today's class wasn't all that boring, it is a relief when the bell rings. As the bell signal in the end of the day sounds, students begin to break off into small groups. Thank God that's over. I was getting sick of all that pussy work. All the pussy work. Being a student sucks. The worst part of the whole deal is having to attend the stupid classes. You're still here? That's unusual. You don't have any plans? Like a date or something? I'm just messing with you. I know you're too big of a nerd to ever get a date. You son of a bitch. I mean, you're just going to do your Torch Club, the journalism club, right? Well, seeing as you are born as a stale white bread, your life is exactly as it should be. You know exactly what your role is in life is, and you stay here. Stay there, god damn it. Well, catch you later, see you in the class tomorrow. The shadow, god damn it. You have something important to say, but I want to talk to everyone. Actually, can I inspect anything? Search. This is where Shinji sits. Shinji's desk is disturbingly organized, as reflection of his obsessive-compulsive personality. I hate wearing uniforms. I should have gone somewhere that lets you wear regular clothes. What? I will kill to be able to wear the black uniform of the student council like you. Speak. Can I inspect anything? Inspect. Speak. No. Search. Just changes text. It seems kind of pathetic to just head straight home after school. I should join a club. I guess this journalist club has been busy. I mean, with all the weird stuff happening. Weird stuff? Tell me about the weird stuff. Recently, a lot of students have been getting hurt. Rumor is that there is a slasher on campus. Can I talk to you again? I guess the journal... yeah. Huh, you are not a member? You are always talking in the hallway with the editor-in-chief. Yep, same stuff. You wait there. I'm not done. One of the deck's legs is shorter than the others, and it keeps shifting around. Ah, it's driving me insane. Yep, I had one of those desks back in high school. I hated it so much. Guys always bolt when it's time to clean. The lies they tell to get out of helping are pathetic. Luckily, we never had to do that where I went to school. What do you have to say? Hey, the editor-in-chief of the journalist club was calling a general meeting. You will better go. Anything else? No. The editor-in-chief of the school newspaper is calling for you. You better go talk to her. After I talked to everyone. I really wish I was dating Shinji's sister. She's that cute girl in the nurse office. And we will get married and she will feed me and I will wake up to her every day. Squeak! I hate it. The thought of Shinji being my brother-in-law is... ugh. If only they weren't related. Indeed, if only. The shadow, dude, the shadow. Hey, what's going on? More drama? The school newspaper has been so busy these days. There is a lot of weird rumors to check out. I see. You wait. That's so weird. I tried to go to the library before exams, but you can't get in. Just to try. Library. Nothing. Can I go up? I can go up. Nothing. 4 days until the next exam. Be sure to study your health. Yeah, the same thing. Boys' bathroom. I really need to go. What do you have to say? Rain or shine. The student council president is at the main gate. Gonna tip your hat to that. Yeah, or pull a stick out of his butt so he can walk away. He's not a bad guy overall, though. Wait, multimedia room. This is the multimedia room. Oh, so much information. So overwhelming. The movie club, movie screen schedule. This week's movie, The Great Pirate Stronghold, Chronicle of the South Seas. Sounds like an action-adventure movie. I might want to see it. Anything else? Nope. There was nothing here. What about here? This is classroom 3A. Don't know much about the upperclassmen. On the button board, flyers from the solicitations for clubs. A notice for school functions are posted. Nothing special. Nothing. 3A. Still 3A. You guys. Hey, have you noticed how that girl in the nurse office wears long sleeves, even in the summer? Yeah, she always wears that long jacket. Could be because her elder brother bullies her? Sus. Yeah, she always wears that long jacket. Could be, yep, same thing. 3B. This is class 3B. None of the upperclassmen seem to adore Kari. How do you... reference. Tsukihime reference. Flyer from the club, yep, same thing. This is 3C. The gay but me like upperclassmen are some sort of exotic creatures. Underclassmen, goddammit. Same thing. What is this? Somebody's scribbling in the corner. Shinji, you are such a show-off. Very cute. I give a right smile. Still 3C. Nothing. I already talked to you, so... Oh, can I go up? Rooftop. Door to the rooftop is locked. There is a do not enter sign hung on the doorknob. Okay, let me talk to everyone else. Should I? Fine. Oh, who is here? It's the newspaper club, Ace. Gotten any leads? What, did you forget? You have to write an Unsolved Mysteries of Tsukimihara article. Come on, I told you yesterday. There isn't very much time left before the deadline. Well, whatever. Your work is always good, so I will leave this in your capable hands. Jeez, my benevolence is like a black panther running around. Yes, that doesn't make sense. So that's that. I have done some of the investigating and it's your job to do the rest. Don't look so surprised. There is a method to my madness. Okay, so about the first preview edition, the one called Gateway to the Paranormal. So listen, there is supposedly an entrance to the spirit world at the rear of the archery range. One time, a male student who got bullied a lot was told to pick up trash there, and vanished. Everyone's totally convinced that there is a paranormal activity going on back there. Isn't that scary? I mean, ridiculous? Anyway, go sniff out the truth. Leave no stone unturned. Your nose and eyes are the tools of the trade for a journalist. Got it? Yeah, okay, I'm going to be a good boy. Your reply should be yes, ma'am. Alright, hop to it. Do you have anything else to say? It's the archery range, alright? The archery range. Some students know things, so investigate. And you, honey? We are counting on you to unravel the mystery of Tsukimihara. Like editor-chief always says, you can't avert your eyes from the life's mysteries. Anything else? Nope, same thing. And you, Himuro? You heard what the editor-chief has to say. Hurry up and solve the mystery of the Paranormal Gate. To tell the truth, that story is really scary. Anything else? No. No, back we go. Shinji? No Shinji. Oh yeah, I heard we got a new teacher. Hopefully they are nice and not a total control freak. This is faculty office. Yeah. An event. Hey, Sakura. Oh, it's you, brother. I think she called him Nissan. Yep, so I will try to go with that. Heard that you have been skipping out on the archery club's morning practices lately. Why haven't you been showing up? And where do you get off taking a break without me saying so? I get it now. You have been going to their house again, haven't you? Yes, I have been going there, but I just wanted to help and... Let me guess, you felt you were obligated to, right? Jeez, why must you be so damn naive? Wait a second. What was that just now? Anyway, if someone gets hurt, just leave them to suffer. Just do what I tell you to, and things will be okay. I mean, it seems like people get some kind of perverse thrill from getting in my way. To force one of my dear little sister to miss valuable practice time. That is not how it was at all. I wasn't forced to do anything, I wanted to help. Why don't you... Why is it so wrong to help those who need it? Ha! Isn't it only fools and the weak who manage to get themselves hurt somehow? And why help anybody out? Will that person ever pay you back or help in return? Of course they won't. And if you think otherwise, you are an idiot. I won't be used by anyone. It's better to treat others as cattle. And isn't it time for you to admit to feeling the same way? But for me, that option... Stop right there. I don't care what you have to say. Stop going to that house, Sakura. Got it? Poor Sakura. Oh. I mean, hi. Can I help you with anything? If you ever start feeling well, please come to the nurse office. Can I enter the nurse office? Oh, goddammit, this is the faculty. There we go. This is the nurse office. I can feel the people inside, but I'm not quite sure how. Anyway, the door won't budge. Goddammit. Cannot do much. Do you have anything else to say? Nope. Nope, no. Ah! What the hell happened? Out of the blue, a feeling that something was moving behind the door overcame me. As a rule, students aren't allowed inside of the supply room. Might just be a rat or something. For some unknown reason, I find my eyes drawn to the door of the supply room when the door is suddenly and violently thrown open.
そこで何をしている?
Without warning, a man appears from out of the shadows. Dressed in black with a dour expression, the person in question is very intimidating. But that sense of intimidation is immediately replaced with an extreme discomfort and unease. A sudden, overwhelming sense of danger gives me goosebumps all over my body. His cold blank stare sends chills down my spine, as though he's marking me for death. For some reason, it feels as if he's deciding whether to break my neck or skin me alive. He begins to mutter under his breath while at the same time he reaches out with his right hand. The chills running down my spine gain intensity as waves of nausea and vertigo wash over me. I feel like a rabbit watching the wolf draw near. Maybe this isn't just raw terror. I think he's holding something that's making me feel this way.
そろそろ休息の一つでも取るべきか。
The note of disgust in his voice is obvious, as he slowly lowers his hand. The paralysis that seemed to take hold of me suddenly fades away. The man continues to look down on me with those dead eyes of his.
用務室への生徒の立ち入りは禁止されている。以後気をつけるように。
The campus is about to close. If you have nothing else to do, I advise you to go home now.
まだ何か本日着任した教師のクズキだ。
I will be teaching here starting today. Dun, dun. The man who introduces himself as Kuzuki-sensei turns and heads back into the supply room. With that, the final bell begins to chime, signaling the end of the school day. Everything begins to progress as normal, as if nothing out of the ordinary had happened. But I'm still sore and slicked with sweat. An all too real reminder of what happened. Wonderful. Now we have a teacher with obvious murderous intent teaching at our school. Yep. Let me check something. Background music, sound effects, and voices. Let me lower the music because I cannot hear the voices very well. I may have to raise the volume of this game. It's quite weird, to be honest. 6 should be fine. The sound is still quite low. Wait a second. Is North Sakura really Shinji Mato's little sister? Where do you get that idea? They don't look anything alike. Huh, she's not? I'm not really sure. I feel for her though. It's like she's the topic of a million rumors. Plus, she has Shinji as a brother. If it was her, my diary will be longer than War and Peace. You actually keep a diary. How archaic. I never expected something like that from you. I never had one, personally. I'm too lazy. I like to write though. And same thing. Now let's go to the other side. Let me talk to you first. Wasn't his name Kuzuki? He seems not dangerous, but definitely merciless. Yep, not so sure about that. Have you met the new student counselor, Kuzuki? Talk about terrifying. He seemed so cold, I didn't think he was a teacher at first. Just a glance from him made me shiver. Yeah, no wonder. An entrance to the spirit world. No clue. Maybe you should ask the archery club advisor, Fujimura. You want to know where Taiga is? Wouldn't be at the archery range or something. The priest from the neighborhood chapel has been coming to school a lot lately. He's tall, dark, and handsome. Mostly dark. Archery range. Hey, there we go. Fujimura-sensei! I always wanted to try Ryudo. I think it was Ryudo. I can see the target mound. The targets are about 30 yards away. How many meters is that? Tsukimihara Academy has so much larger archery range than most other high school do. Its size just goes to show what a big deal the archery club is at the Tsukimihara Academy. Tsukimihara Gakuen. Anything? I can find anything? No. No? No? No. You caught me in the middle of cleaning. Those Archie Club kids don't even unstring their bows. What? You do that? The worst is when they leave their arrows stuck into the target mount. I usually make the kids do it, but there is no club activity leading up to the exams, so I'm doing it. Yum, yum, yum. Huh? An entrance to the spirit world? That's just a rumor. It's not real. Exams are right around the corner, so don't waste your time on stuff like that. Go home. Shoo, shoo. What appears in the archery range isn't an entrance to the spirit world, but Tai Fujimura-sensei. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. She's behind one of Tsukimihara's mysteries. It's fitting. I will report this tomorrow, so I can go home now if I want. A day will pass if you go home. Go home, stay at school. Wait a second. Stupid pop-up. There we go. Go home. Yes, save it. Oh, second. Humble days of precious as gold dust. Where are the buyers? 2 days remaining. As I walk into class, the girls that normally flock around Shinji aren't there. Shinji seems to be in a bad mood today. His usual posy of girls is keeping their distance. You'll ask him if something happened. What? Like I will tell you if anything happened to me. Which it didn't. Nothing happened at all. Hey, you know that Ice Queen Rin Tosaka? She thinks she's so much better than everyone else. Tosaka Rin. At first I thought that she will be the only one who understood how lonely it is to be at the top. I tried talking to her yesterday, but I got nowhere. Maybe I just intimidate her or something. I might have lost a few points for getting violent, but girls who talk back to me get slapped. What an asshole! Well, classic Shinji. I will never hook up with such a violent stock bitch like that, no matter how hot she is. What a waste. She will be perfect if she just keep her mouth shut. You agree with me, right? Right? Looks like there is some tension between Shinji and Rin Tosaka. Knowing Shinji, he probably hit on her and got shot down. And why will she take a shot at me? I thought she was going spin star kick next. Goddammit. I thought she was going to spin star kick me next. He continues to whine under his breath. I can only imagine how sleazy Shinji was being with her. Normally his super aggressive approach works, but obviously it didn't with Rin Tosaka. Life is more interesting when it's got a little shake-ups like this. As if right on cue, Fujimura-sensei barges into the classroom as the bell sounds. Phew, I made it. Good morning, everyone. Alright, no one's absent, and since there is no announcements, let's just start homeroom. And there she goes. I love that expression. As soon as she turns to reach for the chalk, she trips and falls as she always does. As she falls, her fingernails drag across the blackboard. I can... okay, I felt that. Her fingernails drag across the blackboard with a horrifying sound. Yep, I felt that. As I was reading it, I felt that. And thus another typically mundane day begins anew. Midday. Kusuki-sensei. And though the Great War had finally come to an end, regional conflicts still persist. Despite the suffering of the previous generation, battles are still waged 30 years on. Standing behind the lecterns today is the school's newest teacher, Kusuki. Although he's supposed to be teaching math, his lesson seems to have gone off on a tangent. Yeah, no joke. Now, instead of armies, attacks in ever greater numbers are being carried out by terrorists. And in an attempt to suppress the terrorist groups, with that bell signaling the end of the class sounds. And with the end of the day here, the tension in the classroom drops immediately. Alright, let us end here today. And yes, before I forget, there is an announcement from the student council. Recently, a rise in the number of slashing incidents has made the surrounding areas dangerous. With that in mind, keep any detours to a minimum. Head home as quickly as possible. Head home quickly. Good advice, but I still have to finish a few assignments for the journalism club. Why I am so gung-ho about investigating the school's 7 wonders is a mystery even to me, but seems important for some reason. I have to turn in yesterday's report. I will better go see the editor-in-chief this evening. An evening it is. Shinji. This is my assigned seat. Beside the desk is a bunch of texts, random junk, and Mr. Tiddles plushie. What the hell is Mr. Tiddles? The editor-in-chief was looking for you. She was going on about you being late with an article. Anything else? Strange happenings on campus. I wonder who comes up with all those rumors. Did you see that punk around? I mean Shinji, of course. Don't say that to his face, though. Ah, you. You're investigating a story right now. Maybe I should join the journalist club too. God damn it, I wanted to inspect the desk. The desk! Nah. There we go. This is one Shinji seats. Shinji's desk. Yep, the same thing. Oh, event. Hey, guess what? I just passed this gorgeous girl on the stairs. Could she be a new student? What? I'm sure you are just talking about Rin Tosaka from Class B. Rin Tosaka? Never heard of her. You have really never met her? You really have... you have really never heard of her. Pretty, athletic, smart, classy. Or a stuck-up Mrs. Perfect, who all the guys adore and all the girls despise. I wouldn't be unrealistic to call Rin Tosaka the most popular girl in the whole school. Are you pulling my leg? Girl, you are so dense you probably wouldn't feel it if I pulled your leg anyway. What? I'm not dense. Much. But she wasn't wearing our school uniform. She was wearing red. How do you explain that? I don't know. I hadn't noticed. Huh? Maybe I'm remembering wrong. You would. Come on, let's hurry to our club. Yeah. Now, what gossip do you have, girls? Hey, guess what? I heard this from a friend of a friend, but... Huh? What is it? Fujimura-sensei is living with one of his students here. Ew, you mean like romantically? But that's so taboo. That's taboo. Same thing. Always talk to NPCs twice. or tries. Himuro, what do you have to say? Kusuki-sensei? Everyone says he's scary, but he's actually a good teacher. If you say so. Same thing. Suspicious stuff? Nope. Nope. Same thing. Anyone here? Nope. Wait a second. Himuro here? Wasn't Himuro here? You're Himuro, right? This is not right. Why there are two Himuros? I'm confused. Is our school weird? I can't put my finger on it, but maybe it's the teacher or the classes. Like, everything feels artificial somehow. Huh? Wait, that will mean that... That's it! Oops, don't mind me. The crazy sometimes... it comes out. Library. Nothing. Same library, nothing here. Now let's go up. You wait here. Giggle. I see. It's going to be an easy... so easy now. The exam. I'm talking about the exam. Anything here? No, nothing. Aha, you. What do you have to say? Did you hear? There was a murder near the school yesterday. A high school kid was killed. It happened on their way home. I live near there, and I'm scared to go home. Multimedia. Nothing. And here? Nothing. Where is us? Rooftop. Same thing. Okay. I'm going to talk to everyone, then talk to Makidera. Oh. You're new. For some strange reason, I feel like there is a door here. What do you want? There is obviously a door there. And supply lock it tight. Same thing. For some reason Shinji keeps messing with the door. I wonder what he's up to. Okay, I'm going to talk to Makidero first. Then with Shinji. But first... still getting ready. God damn it. Okay, Maki. First, let me talk to everyone. We'll work with an investigative report to the investigation report to the editor-in-chief. Finally, hello, fellow journalists. How did the case of the archer range go? I see. It was Fujimura-sensei. The editor-in-chief will want to hear about that. Okay, Makiura, talk to me. Oh, our club says. Did you find anything yesterday? Interesting, so it was Taiga. Of course there is no entrance to the spirit world. Thanks to you, the article will be great. Are you ready for the next article assignment? The next unsolved mystery is... yesterday, there was a girl dressed in red on the rooftop. Rumors about Little Red Rooftop are spreading. Go find out what this is all about. A journalist lets the news guide their feet to the rooftop. Anything else? Little Red Rooftop is who you're looking for. Good luck, big shot. She's one of my favorites in Fate. At least from the school. Now Shinji and then to the rooftop. You better be here. Ah, there you are. Okay, time to explore outside first. Hehe. Soon the time will come for you to pick a side in the nerd world. What? Nerd world? Don't the girls get cold when they wear flowy skirts? Aha, you. Comic books are so much better than manga. That guy over there, though, likes big eyes and small mouth. Taiga. Hehe, I love this manga. It's my favorite. Don't tell Taiga or she will confiscate it. Anything else? Taiga! Okay, Isai, talk to me. Oh, it wasn't easy. Do you think a fly on the wall or a fly on men's pants have a better view? What? Why is it even called a fly in the first place? What? Do you think a fly on the wall or the fly on men's pants has a better view? What the hell? Me? Living with the students? Ah, no. I'm his warden. I'm just his guardian. The child of one of my parents' friends has been living alone, so I have been helping out. Which means that I go over to his house, but not that I live with him. I don't, not at all. Hey, what's up with that face? You don't believe me? Believe your own teacher? You're a good kid. You don't even know what those bad kids mean by living together, right? Right? And now your teacher needs to give those kids who are spreading rumors a little educational guidance. Anything else? Nothing else. Can I enter? Yes, I can. Anyone here? Nope. Can I enter from here, I wonder? Nope, I cannot. Okay, to wet my whistle. Much better. Get over here, Shinji. That's weird. Why won't it open? What? You haven't left yet? Wait, don't tell me. No, never mind. Losers like you shouldn't be on campus right now. Who knows? You might get walked by that killer. Hey, don't say I didn't warn you. What do I say? What can I say, I wonder? Okay, what are you art of? Shoot at you. Won't mean anything to a nerd like you. It won't mean anything like you, but I? Wait, why am I explaining anything to you? Just get the hell out of here already. Okay, can I check the other option? What? Just go home already. Nope. I wanted to know more. Oh, come on. You are just the same. Now let's go to a rooftop. A rooftop. Anything new to say? Nope, same thing. You say? The girl on the rooftop. Ah, her. She just happened to be up there right now. I saw her holding the key to the rooftop a moment ago. Anything else? No. You. Did you hear there was a murder near... yep, the same thing. I really wish I could run faster. Nothing. Now to the rooftop. I turned the door knob and the metal door opened silently on its hinges. As a rule, no one is allowed up on the roof, but I can see someone's elongated shadow. The vibrant color set off by the setting of the sun is enough to take one's breath away. Under the now blood-red sky, a single girl looks out onto the town that spreads out below. Like a figure out of a painting, the girl seems to shine with the same red glow as the setting sun. You can see her, Pat? Yep, I'm going to raise the volume. Let's go to 20.
ここにいる人たちは今そう捉えているんでしょうね。確かにとっても綺麗な光景だわ。けどまるで生きていない。口当たりのいい世界、約束された退屈な平穏、暮れていくだけの未来。ここはまるでカリカチュアね。趣味の悪いギガ。見るだけ、残すだけの記録に一体何の価値があるんだか。
I'm not quite sure if that last thing was supposed to express disgust or disappointment. As she finishes speaking, a faint smile forms on the girl's lips, as she slowly turns in my direction. Her wavering gaze makes it seem like she can see things hidden to others. Her eye seems to shine with the intensity that rivals that of the fiery red of the evening sky.
あら？システムサイドから警告ってわけ？ご苦労様ね。え？違うの？じゃあ NPC？ 何の関係もない NPC が来るなんて。ってことは、やっぱりこの場所は外れだったのかしら。
Continuing to mumble quietly to herself, the girl quickly walks my way.
まあいいわ。人目もないし、試すにはちょうどいいし。ちょっとあなた、そこ動かないで。
Unexpectedly, her fingers reaches out and touches my cheek.
ちょっと、何これ？システムサイドからのブロックってこと？なるほど。他人への接触干渉は予選の規定違反ってわけね。
Mumbling to herself, the girl disappears without trace. It's like no one was ever there at all. She vanished. There or not, her form has been indelibly burned into my mind. Oh, you're still here. It's almost time to leave school, so you should prepare to go home. What's wrong? You look a little pale. The sound of Isai's voice pulls me back to reality. I must look completely dazed and confused. Maybe I'm tired or... I will talk with the editor-in-chief again tomorrow. In any case, I think the course of wisdom for now will be to go home, like Isai says. A day will pass if you leave campus. Don't leave. No, I should probably look around the campus a little more. Or if I want to leave, I should head out through the main gate. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, there are no more events. I missed one event, I think. Can I go up again? No. Makidera disappeared. No, absolutely nothing. Did you change something? He appears to have gone deep into thought, so it will be rude to keep talking to him. Okay, something changed at least. Same text. Wait, I have to check over here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I didn't check the other classrooms. No, same text. Shinji. Same thing. North's office. Nothing. And you? Okay, I guess that's everything, I guess. Fine. Go home. Yes, please. Day 2, day 3. Auspicious star, such dazzling light. It drowns even the chimes of bells, I think it said. I entered the classroom. Once again, Shinji Mato, in the seat next to me, has a full house. I'm telling you, you don't have any talent. Give up before you look like a retard. So you know what he said to that. What? What did he say? We are dying to know, tell us. This was get all boohoo, and he says, I'll keep practicing until I get better. I can at least get better than you, who skips practice. Sorry, I have to laugh. Anyone knows that you can't practice your way into being a genius. If he wants to practice something, he should practice not sounding like a tool. The guy is not a total maggot, but he's still trash that needs to find a garbage can. Haha, that moron. People aren't created equal. Even people who are born above average can never reach the same heights as a naturally gifted. You must be so talented if you don't need to practice, Mato. I feel bad for that kid. Trash can't help being trash. It should learn to stop dreaming about being something better. The bell rings in response to the gaggle of girls shuffle off. The gaggle of girls shuffle off to their own seats. While we wait for the teacher to arrive, I get caught up on what Shinji said for some reason. Whether or not Shinji has innate talent, I think it's pretty clear that I'm a nobody. A nobody with no goals. I mean, when I try to even think about the future, I get overwhelmed. As long as I keep plodding along, someday I will reach my totally average future. Yay! That's what happens to everyone, right? Are there actually people who break the pattern? How? I have no idea. For me, today is just another ordinary day. Good morning, everyone. Oh, she didn't trip. Suddenly my heart accelerates, each beat painfully strong. It's as if my body is on high alert. I know it's not a reaction to Fujimura-sensei, no. Well kids, this is a little out of the blue, but today I want to introduce you to a new friend. It's him, that blonde boy, in the one who's causing my body's fight or flight instinct. Who's causing my body's fight or flight instinct to prickle. Go on, Leo. Introduce yourself.
それはなぜですか?
Huh? Well, Leo. You will be attending school with these people, so I'm sure they would like to know who you are.
ああ、なるほど。ここの方たちはまだ僕の名前を知らないんですね。
He steps forward and then, in a louder voice, says,
皆さん、僕の名はレオナルド・ビスタリオ・ハーウェイ。いずれ世界中の誰もが僕のことを知りますが、今はあなたたちの学友です。この幸運を嬉しく思います。それでは皆さん、しばらくよろしくお願いします。
The classroom is silent. There aren't any jabs at his eccentric manner of speaking, or any coos over how pretty he is. Instead, the entire classroom is enthralled by his regal bearing, entranced even. Shinji's words come to mind. This is what it means to be on a different level. None of us plebs could ever hope to reach the level that this new kid lives on. It's not overextending to call his very existence transfixing. Like deer in headlights, we're immobilized by a presence far brighter than our own. His natural place is above us, looking down as our king. How did someone like him end up here? It must be a mistake. Anyway, everyone, please make Leo feel welcome. Then Leo, if you will please take a seat. It looks like the third seat in the second row from the right is open. Will that be okay? Leo. You're addressing me. I see no reason to allow you to call me Leo. To not allow you to call me Leo, as it didn't feel awkward to hear it from you. If you have the chance, I will very much like for a delightful woman like you to visit my country. What? Jeez, don't joke with your teacher. To your seat, Leo. I won't smack you since Well, it was kind of flattering of you to say that. Of course, I appreciate your diplomacy, Fujimura-sensei. Then the boy gave the kind of easy smile that only kids can. That simple smile washes away the tension in the room, and people even begin to smile themselves. I think he's not so much a king as a prince. He may be above us, but he also has natural charisma that draws up to his level. However, it seems that there is at least one person in class whose mileage varies. I don't like him. Flirting with the teacher already? That's arrogant little twerp. Shinji's clearly not happy. If you have any question, ask anyone in class, or myself. I mean, come to me first. There is no need to be shy. Yes, I understand. I'm pleased that I will be attending such a good school. Dum dum dum. Am I imagining things? Just for a second I thought he shifted his attention towards me. Not towards anyone else, not even Shinji, who is still bad-mouthing Leo, but to me, alone. Yeah, right, there is no way a practically otherworldly person like him will notice blunt me. Right to midday. I mean to evening. The school day ended with nothing else of interest occurring. But that Leo, I can't shake the uneasiness he awoke in my heart. It feels like cogs somewhere have become misaligned. No, I mean, I'm just excited because for once, something happened. Well, besides what happened yesterday. I should report yesterday's findings to the editor-in-chief. Now, everyone, once again, seems like more and more people are staying home. Could that slasher rumor be true? Hey, the editor-in-chief of the Journalists Club was calling for a general meeting. You better go. Oh, nobody else. Can I see Leo's seat? This is the desk assigned to Leo. Its contents reflects Leo's incredible wealth and aristocratic upbringing. That tells me nothing about the contents though. Ah, Leo. I kinda have a headache. It's like a static in my head. Maybe there is a cold going on around. Did you hear? There was a murder here the day before yesterday. There has been a number of murders in the area recently. It's scary. Nice to see you again. So what's with the little red rooftop? The girl in red disappeared right before your eyes. Tell the editor-in-chief all the juicy deeds. Good work on the investigation. Report to the editor-in-chief. Leonardo Harway of the Western European plutocracy. Leonardo Vistario Harway will be the distinguished son of the Harway plutocracy family. He's young, but soon he will rule the world. So, what is that Western European plutocrat doing here? Good question indeed. Go up. Another event. So many events. God damn it, so many. What do you want, second year? Will you possibly? Nah, no way. Go home, kid. The area around this school hasn't been safe recently. Are you who I think you are? Look at me. Look at me. Me! Yes, you are. What was your name? I don't remember. Ah! I don't remember her name, but I think I know her. Or she just looked like her, but whatever. First floor first, then we start with the events. First floor. I was at the arcade the other day and I saw Fujimura-sensei there again. I think she lives there. I saw her too. I saw her there too. She won so many stuffed animals, it was like she was mustering an army. Kinda interesting. Same thing, another event. Feels weird, so many events. I don't want to miss any. Faculty, no, I want the nurse office. Absolutely nothing. Now we go outside and then we start. There you are. So you know how people dream about what they do in the day. I got a new planned sleep study. So empty. Kirei, what are you doing here? Hey, guess what? I saw the priest eating some super spicy food at the Chinese restaurant by my house. Shimpu. Hello, young people. I shall follow your progress with great interest. Best of luck. Kotomine Kire. Nothing here. Now, where should I start? With Maki? Oops, sorry. Tororom. Tororom. Day 3, day 2. Just in case. Oh, club sales. Did you find anything yesterday? Aha. What little red rooftop vanished before your eyes? If she disappeared, there isn't anything we can do about that. Nothing we can do. What's with the editor-in-chief reaction? It's not right. I thought she will say something like, hey, don't scare me like that. Actually, the problematic part is how nonchalant she is that a person disappeared. Your next story will be Mystery of the Courtyard Chapel. The editor-in-chief keeps talking like nothing happened. She was already on the next thing. Should I say something? Hey, did you know there is a chapel on campus, even though this isn't a mission school? It seems the chapel has been here longer than the school. Oh, I see. This is just a rumor, but they say that it's haunted and magic rites are performed there. I'm sending you to investigate. The entrance to the courtyard is on the end of the right side of the first floor hallway. Anything else? Investigate the chapel. Enter the courtyard at the end of the right side of the first floor's hallway. Leo, yep, just same thing. Let's talk to Leo now. I heard a familiar voice as I walked down the hallway. It's coming from around the corner. There you have it. And there you have it. To summarize, about 30% of the participants have overcome the computer's brainwashing. These individuals now remember who they are. They're all class MIG. One girl in particular made quick work of the brainwashing. You might say she's a natural, and therefore more adept than wizards who have been more sheltered. Unlike those domesticated sheep, she's a wild... what the hell is that word? Mouflon. Stronger, rarer, wilder. She couldn't even bear to put on the school uniform to the other sheep mindlessly wear. As novel as that girl's wildness is, well, things end up in cages. Still, keep your distance and your guard up. The voice coming from in front of the supply room is none other than that of the teacher Kusuki, who was speaking politely, almost reverently. However, this Rin Tosaka, the Harways in Asia have voiced some concerns regarding her. She's the daughter of a noble family, which makes her unruly behavior even more unbecoming. The voice that chimes in to join Kusuki is none other than the transfer student Leos. Unlike in class, his voice held a childlike temerity. It seems like Kusuki's words bother him. It's simply just, she's a failure, like the other dropouts, and so. She's below your concern. There is nothing in the world that doesn't concern me, teacher. More importantly, I wonder what a domesticated being like me can learn from her wild bravery. There is nothing, because you are already perfect. Anything you lack is something the world itself lacks. It was a joke. It has been a while since I have been scolded. I think I enjoy it, coming from you. In any case, I will heed your warning about her. So, are there any other important happenings? It is worth nothing the assassin sent by those alchemists. I have yet to confirm anything, but no doubt they are lurking about. I don't believe I have ever seen how an alchemist fights. Their charms, or their symbols rather, are quite unusual. We have the opportunity now. Are you curious, teacher? It really bothers me to say teacher instead of sensei. Wait until I have checked about the assassin first. Those are the only ones to watch out for. However, there are others with excellent abilities. A handful of others have passed the prelims beside Rin Tosaka. I don't see the rush. I think there is so much to learn from observing this school. I would like to take my time and enjoy, for instance, the beauty of things like the garden. They seem to employ quite the skilled gardener. You should see the garden too, Kusuki-sensei. Yeah, Nissan. It was Nissan, or it was... I don't remember how he called him. Nissan it is, just because Sakura says the same. I will respectfully decline. That ends my report. I see. Too bad. Then if you need anything else... It will be best if we have as little contact with each other as we can. It is unusual for a teacher and a student to meet like this. I understand. Be careful. Yes, you too, Nissan. Following those words, they both disappear, perfectly in sync with each other. I didn't understand what they were saying, but I get the feeling that I shouldn't have been listening. And now look, there is nothing here. Ooh, spooky. Do you have anything to say? I kinda have an yeah, same thing. Event, no events. Event, there we go. You scared me the bejesus out of me. What do you want? Actually, I'm glad you're here. The editor-in-chief asked me to investigate the 7 wonders. But check this out. One of the Tsukimihara 7 wonders is a female ghost who wanders the hallway. The ghost of the foreign girl wanders the 3rd floor. If you respond to her, she will suck out your soul. Now that you know the details, go investigate for me. Ah, you think I should just walk around the 3rd floor and do it on my own? No way, I really can't handle paranormal stuff. If anyone can take on the case of the wonder ghost of the 3rd floor, it's you. Good luck. Asshole. And here it is. Once school is over, all traces of humanity disappear. The silence left behind is terrifying. Alone in the midst of this unnerving scene, I suddenly sense strange presence nearby. It feels like there is someone standing right behind me, staring back at the back of my head. It has to be my imagination. I hear no footsteps, no sounds of breathing. I'm alone here. And yet, the feeling that I'm not alone persists. It must be an hallucination of some kind. What should I do? If it's my imagination playing tricks on me, then nothing should be there if I turn around and look. So what should I do? Turn around, obviously. I turn around and, of course, no one is there. Alice-chan. Adorable. Is what I want to say. However, standing there is what appears to be a young girl. The young girl's appearance is definitely at odds with the surrounding campus. With its mass of frills and hooped skirt, her dress is right out of the Victorian era. Combined with her porcelain-like skin, she looks just like a child's doll come to life. It's kind of a relief, but the point is, she doesn't seem like she's really alive. The girl doesn't move a muscle. Just like a doll, just like a corpse, just like a painting, like a wraith. Her eyes, so full of sadness, stare fixedly in my direction. Suddenly, her figure begins to melt away, as if she slowly fades into nothingness. The last thing to disappear are her eyes. With that, the strange presence I felt fades away. There is nothing to indicate a girl was ever here. She must be the source of all those Wonder Girl stories floating around. Wait, she was supposed to talk to me. Oh, I wanted to talk to Alice. Huh? Wait a second. Don't tell me with this. I'm not good with the occult stuff either. You told me, asshole. What do you have to say? So I was looking at the garden and caught the eye of a stranger, and then they vanished. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I had a splitting headache ever since. What's up with that? Anything else? Yep, same thing. I want to remember your name. Rooftop, there is nothing on the rooftop. No more events. Let me check over here. Nothing. What is the next event? It is you? No, it's not you. Nothing here. Did I mess up? There has to be more events. Fourth floor, maybe. There it is. That's strange, even for here. Oh, it's you again. I don't have time to play like you obviously do. Go play reporter or whatever it is with friendless little geeks like you do instead of having a life. What an asshole. Go away, it is interference of some kind? Nah, it's too obvious. Sus, very sus. Nothing here. Any other events? I don't remember you. Are you going to the garden? Keep your guard up. It's almost too quiet there. Lately, I have been getting these crushing headaches at school. It's starting to freak me out. Cannot enter. We have a murder case here. Don't like this. The man stands like a black stain, tainting the joyful and multicolored flower beds around him. It's the new teacher, Kuzuki. But the man standing in front of me isn't acting like a teacher by any stretch of the imagination. The sick malignancy of overbearing aggression fills the air, and then scattered around him are dead bodies of students. Why did you come in here? I'm certain I locked that door. I suppose I will test you out. His thin lips hardly moved, but in the next instant, I'm plowed over, as if I struck by an invisible force. Chaotic thoughts pour in my brain like an endless grain of sand. What happened? Can I move my limbs? Seriously, what was that? Kuzuki hasn't moved. No one else is nearby. Who? Why? How? My thoughts reeled. My heart races. See what you are now. It isn't you, I suppose. His voice was a quiet hiss, but I could hear everything he said. This man with cold, inscrutable eyes raised his palm towards me. When I come to, I collapse in the garden. The garden is silent. There is not even a trace of Kuzuki or the corpses that had been there. I'm uninjured, though my body aches from laying on the hard ground. The cold sweat that had covered me is gone too. Only the piercing pain in my head remains. Maybe it was just a bad dream. I gulp air and attempt to stand. The ground seems to move under my feet. I'm delusional. Of course, the ground isn't moving. I'll give my report to the editor-in-chief tomorrow and just go home for today. Don't leave. No, I should probably look around the campus a little more. If I want to leave, yeah. Obviously, I want to explore. Chapel. Faint voice can be heard coming from inside the chapel. I wonder if a service is being held now. But as I try to move closer to better hear the muffled voice, my body refuses to cooperate. Anything else? Go back. Nothing. Da-dum. Any other events? Kotomine Kire. Fine, apparently everything is done. Maybe we should just go home now. Yes. Day 3. Yes, save here. There we go. What is the belfry? In that moment, gentle days end. Morning. When I enter the classroom this time, things are a bit different. Whoa, okay, then how do you solve this problem, Leo? In this case, you substitute this for this and divide everything by x. It's the same simple equation that you used earlier. Wow, you're right. Thank you, Leo. Unlike someone else, he helps out his classmates with displaying an ounce of condescension. And that someone is directing a nasty scowl towards the new kid. Obviously, Shinji. That bunch of brown-nosing idiots will suck up to anyone who got a bigger pea-brains than theirs. Whatever. It's no skin of mine back. People who are ugly inside are ugly outside too. See that Shinji's gaggle of female admirers has migrated to Leo's desk. For once, Shinji's irritation is kind of understandable. I'll give him this. Give him this. The brat is a real charity worker, laying on the charm for those sauce. He's desperate to appear smarter than me, but I'm the real smart one here. I see what he's doing. The dumb little kid doesn't know that I'm onto him. Reacting to Shinji's voice, Leo glances this way. Leo's expression is inscrutable, but not hostile. What do you want? You wanna go? After a few false starts, Shinji finally manages to squeeze that out in a low voice. I don't know if Leo heard, but he gets out of his seat. Then recoil turns into a noticeable flinch, with Leo smiles kindly at in response. Oh damn it, I keep missing words. Like Shinji's, Leo's gestures fill with dignity. If I have unknowingly given you a cause to be malicious, I would like to deeply apologize. Shinji Mato, was it? I will be careful not to upset you in the future. His message firmly delivered, Leo returned to his seat. His soft voice bore no note of hostility or resentment. I know it's hard to believe, but maybe Leo wasn't upset. He knows when to bow down to the true authority, it seems. And such a nice guy, I will just accept his apology. Yeah, it's not like he ever pissed me off. After visually confirming that Leo is otherwise occupied, Shinji feigns calmness and leans back. Phew, I made it. Good morning, everybody. And there she goes. Whee! I love it. And toot. That sound makes me cringe, no matter how many times I hear it. Everyone is desensitized to it for the most part. Even knowing that she will jump to her feet in a few seconds, we should probably worry more. Oh, midday? Shinji still seems to be in a bad mood. It's obvious that he doesn't like Leo all that much. But with him, it's impossible to tell if he's really mad or just being cynical. Either way, it's just more of the same. Just like our classroom teacher's daily dramatic entrance, and once again the day begins. Alright then, let's pick up where we left off, according to Dr. Pisman's biography. During class I thought I saw Leo smirk a little, but other than that nothing exciting occurred. Today is just another boring day in a long string of boring days. Who here knows what amnesia is? It's a terrifying condition where an individual loses all of their memories. It's caused by brain damage, severe trauma, or even infections of one mucous membranes. The section of the doctor's biography we just covered touches on this condition. The cure of such scary condition was discovered by Dr. Pisman. With that said, using amnesia as an excuse for forgetting your homework isn't going to fly. When I was young, a fair number of my classmates were unscrupulous enough to try this. And before you get any ideas, I'm still young. In fact, I'm putting that fact onto the test. And as per the norm, Taiga lecture starts to peter out. Just as a collective this again starts to rise from the students. Fujimura-sensei? Without being acknowledged by the teacher, Leo suddenly rises to his feet. The tension in the classroom rackets up immediately as all eyes focus on Leo. The young boy surveys the room with a mysterious smile, taking in everyone's startled glances. Oh, and of course, my fellow classmates. It is time for me to leave. We'll probably never meet again, so wish you all well. What the? My head. The pain. Ah, and before I forget, Fujimura-sensei, I think you are still young, even now. Just your presence is enough to remind me of the beauty of Joe. You're a remarkable person. After what seemed to be a very slight bow, he immediately seems to disappear from the room. Alright then, let's continue. Please turn to page 86. Unaccompanied by the sound of flipping pages, the lesson goes on as if nothing had happened. Tyke showing off like that in the middle of class, what a jackass. If you have to use the John, be a little more discreet, and that I have to leave, crap. Seriously, isn't he supposed to be some kind of aristocrat or princeling or something? Of course, what just happened is impossible. A highly suspicious disappearance in the middle of class, and the teacher doesn't seem to care. No one in class says anything, and the class continues as if nothing strange has happened. It was the same dull, dreary scene as yesterday and the day before. This can't be natural. After Leo's exit from class, the lesson continues unabated, as if following a set script. Strange. This is definitely strange. It is as if the world tilted slightly and everything within it is losing its sense of presence. My head feels like it's going to explode. The pain is making it hard to remember who I am. Wait, come to think of it. I mean, really? Who am I? What is my name? How old am I? Where do I live? How many people are in my family? What was my life before I started attending this school. I can't remember anything. My memory has been completely erased somehow. How and why did this happen? That's right, the editor-in-chief of the Journalist Club. As the president of the Journalist Club, she should at least know my name. I know I have to have filled out something when I first joined the club. I will ask her. Hopefully she will be in her normal spot. Spoopy! And where is everyone? It's like a ghost town around here. Things are getting weird. That Leo guy, where in the heck did he go? I never thought he would be the type to teach class. Spoopy music. Oh, my head has gone from terrible to worse. I am freaked out. What's with Leo all of a sudden? But after seeing that, I had enough of this. I'm gonna talk to you later. Library. And you? Why are you grey? Good work with the investigation. Report to editor-in-chief. You always say the same, funny. Ah, my head, it hurts. What is this blurriness? I will say static, not blurriness. You don't look so hot. Are things getting fuzzy around the edges? You're almost there. I'm ready for the exam. It's almost here, but don't look at me if you need study buddy. What is this? Pleasant breeze blows in through the open window that overlooks the garden. As I look into the garden, I see a female student standing in the center alone. She has a striking appearance with a long purple hair, almond skin, and a preternatural calm. It seems like she's meditating, her hands folded in a specific way and her eyes closed. I find that I can't stop looking at her. No one else seems to notice that she stands out dramatically. I start to feel uneasy about her. The girl's eyes snap open. Suddenly a massive jolt rocks the school, causing me to stumble about uncontrollably. The building shakes with a thunderous roar. The source seems to be the girl in the garden. What in the hell just happened? In the resulting confusion, my vision begins to distort. Dizziness, headaches, a sense of weightlessness. I close my eyes to keep from being overwhelmed. When I open my eyes again, everything is exactly as it should be. Nothing happened. However, the air is permeated with a seductively sweet scent. Also, the girl that was in the garden had already disappeared. Was everything that happened just an illusion, or maybe? As I turn to leave, I see the girl from the garden walking towards me. That blast was meant to destroy everything in its range, but the school seems stout enough. As she walks, she looks out the window and talks to herself. As she goes by, she gives me a smile. Oh boy, oh boy. Down, down. Anything else? Another event. Ah, there she is again. I thought I had scared her away for good, but she has come back. I'll better not make any sudden moves, or she will just run away. Also, I will let her speak first. However, she just continues to stare at me with an intensity that borders on terrifying. Maybe I should say something to her, but softly as not to startle her. Talk to her. Maybe if I keep my back to her, it will help a little. I'll just call to her over my shoulder. Obviously, I can see the look on the young girl's face, and all I sense is hesitation. Adorable. Her voice matches her appearance, small and faint. In an hesitant, halting voice, she begins to speak.
お兄ちゃんは私のこと怖くないの？もしかして私に会いに来てくれてるの？
If that's so, I'm Alice. I'm always here, so... She suddenly stops talking. Thinking she disappeared again, I turn around, only to see Alice still standing there. As I turn, she flinches a little and begins to fade away, then stops and starts staring at me. As our customary staring contest begins anew, I swear that I can see a faint smile on her face. Adorable. So cute. Can I talk to you? Yes, I can. Who was it? Onisan? Onichan? Hey, Onichan. Let's have tea together sometime. Is that all you say? Okay. Okie dokie. Did you disappear? No. Adorable. You're still there. Rooftop? Nope. Nope. Nothing. Study body. Okay, first floor it is. My head started going away, and now there is this weird distortion clouding my vision. Hey, are you okay? Same dialogue for both of you. Nothing. Is there anyone here? Shimpu is not here. Anyone here? No. I don't like the distortion. Makes me think that my graphics card is busted. Sakura! Oh, it's you, Nissan. I heard that you skipped archery practice again. What in the hell is wrong with you? I'm sorry, Nissan, but You have embarrassed me again. How many times I must repeat myself, Sakura? Are you stupid? I mean, if you keep listening to others instead of me. Wait. Did I call you my little sister? I don't have a sister. I mean, I have always wanted one, but... And recently things have been kind of flaky. Ah! Damn it! What is this weird feeling? Ah, Nissan, you appear to be experiencing fatigue. Insert the apology text. Error detected. Please maintain a calm demeanor. Brother, please relax. Inserting reassuring text. Error detected. What's up, Shinji? Whatever is the matter, brother. Okay, what's the matter, Nissan? Select desired sister personality. This will get worse if you don't decide. But any choice you make will be wrong one. So why not totally lose it, brother? Nissan, calm down. Down. Nis. What in the... What's going on? Damn, everything is going high wire. Nissan, wait. Cease for progress. My relation construct. Nissan. Sakuramato's speech begins to skip and repeat, almost as if she was a malfunctioning robot. It's like she was reading from a script rather than engaging in a normal conversation. It was only the incredible feeling Shinji or the robotic Sakura that was going insane. It wasn't only the incredible feeling. Vertigo overcomes me as the school starts to waver. Something strange is happening to the world. Can I talk to you? Ah, Nissan. Nissan. You appear to be experiencing fatigue. Inserting apology text. Error detected. Ah, the same thing. She bugged out. There is nobody here. And Sakura is gone. Let's go speak with Maki. But first... Did I speak to you too? I think I did. Oh, our club says, did you find anything yesterday? The editor-in-chief is her usual cheery self. All I can think about is the pile of dead bodies I witnessed. Now I have to ask about myself. I will ask her what my name is. Ah, your name. Just look it up in the registry in the library. Yeah, the school registry. It has everyone's names. If I look at the school registry, it might jog my memories. I'll go to the library. Oh, you. You want to see the registry of the names? It's on a bookshelf in the library, I think. Day 4. Is there anything? The shelves comprise the lecture section, literature section. All of the novels here seem to be targeted to underclassmen. Look, a book about sparkly vampires. I found it. Tsukimihara Academy Student Registry. Once I read through this, I should be able to remember everything about myself. I opened the book and began turning pages. Immediately I noticed something terribly wrong. The pages are blank. Blank, blank, blank. Every single page was blank. I reached for last year's school registry when I started flipping through the pages. Blank, blank, blank. What is happening here? Who am I? Just what is this place? And there is nobody here. Yep, same thing. Same thing. Everyone is gone. Alice is still here, yay. Let's go to the first floor. Ah, Leo. There is something wrong with this place, but more important is the fact that I can't remember who I am. As I wander the campus, I see Leo walking down a hallway on the first floor. As a transfer student, I can't see why Leo will want to visit any of the freshmen. Also, there is nothing but dead end up ahead. I wonder what Leo is really up to. Dun, 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 dun. I suddenly have this weird feeling that someone is or something is up ahead in the hallway. Who, for some reason, is examining the wall at the end of the hallway with almost excessive interest. The attention to detail is quite impressive, and the surrounding air is surprisingly substantial. If that is the case, this world is in some ways more real than the real world it represents. But that's just my opinion. How about you guys? What are your thoughts on this? That moment, it feels like my heart skipped a beat. Almost immediately, my blood pressure skyrockets along with my body temperature. Doki, doki, doki. My pulse is like an explosion in my ears as my blood races through my veins, and the reason is clear. Now Leo, has turned to face me. I now know for sure he's talking to me, and there is nobody else present besides the two of us. Greetings, I believe this is the first time we have had an actual conversation. I don't feel any sense of hostility from Leo. In fact, his smile seems genuinely friendly. His smile has the same effect on me as the rising of the morning sun, warm and comforting. In addition to this smile, his presence is inviting and inclusive, and find myself drawn to him. Oddly, my worries have vanished. All I can think of is doing as he says, and that's the only way to. My mind feels like he's in a haze. It's like Leo is controlling my thoughts in some way. Attending school wasn't half bad. I have never had the opportunity to go to one before now. In that respect, this has been quite an interesting experience. However, the time for fun has come to an end. I did not come here to play at being a student. No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their appointed path. And for me, the time to do so has arrived. With those final words, Leo turns his back on me. Farewell. No, that's not quite right. I don't think farewell will be accurate in this situation. For reasons I cannot explain, I have the distinct feeling that we will see each other again. So I guess I should use the more congenial "see you later." Well, it's time for me to move on. I wish you the best of luck. With those final words, Leo disappears. It's like he ceases to exist one moment. One moment his sign is on the wall, and the next he's gone. The young man in front of me seems to disappear before my very eyes. I want to say reality rejected his existence in it, but it feels like it was the opposite, that he refused to be constrained by it. It wasn't any special ability that allowed him to do so, just his strength of will. With his departure, I feel as if a great weight is lifted from my very being. And rather than being a cause for concern, it brings a fundamental question to mind. Who am I? As the question pops into my head, it begins to take a life of its own, searing my brain. Say please. Search. I investigate the wall that Leo disappeared through. It's just a concrete wall at the end of the hallway. About the only thing on the floor is dust. But I'm positive there must be something here because Leo walked through the wall. It will be so easy to turn around, go back to the hallway, go back down the hallway and pretend nothing happened. But there are still things I need to know. I have no memories. That means I never had anywhere else to go but here, no places to return to. What was it that Leo said? No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their appointed path. That's what he said, didn't he? Then beyond this wall lies the appointed path and the truth. If I follow him, I will learn the answers to my questions, even if those answers are painful. But ignorance is a bliss. Do I have the fortitude to face the truth and accept it? I want to know. Something's different. Down the floors and the walls, the school has changed the very substance of its being. For some reason, reality crackles this way is intensely disturbing. The world around me is more real than a painting, but not even as real as a sandcastle. I feel like it's so brittle I could tap it and echo will shake the whole world. Where the boring concrete walls once stood, now there is a doorway that I can freely walk through. It's an entrance, no, an emergency exit, like stairs to the outside. It's not something of this world. I have no doubt that the world the door leads to is utterly alien. Whatever awaits inside, whatever shape it takes, there's a certain sort of finality to seeing it. Ultimately, I have already committed to this path. I bid farewell to the false world and take my first step along the appointed path. Beyond the door seems to be a dismal-looking scrapyard. Out in front of me is a smooth-skinned effigy. While trying to figure out exactly what to do with it. Welcome, potential master. Voice comes out of nowhere. That effigy with you is your sword and shield for what lies ahead. It will be moving response to your commands. Now then, please proceed. The truth that you seek lies ahead. The motivations of the owner of that voice worry me, but it's obvious. I won't learn anything by standing here. Also, there is no longer a path by which I can return. I have no choice but to head into the darkness with only this strange doll as protection. I made it. Within the deepest depths of the world beyond the door. This place must be the goal I'm supposed to reach, at least that's what I thought. It's stifling, the aura of purity that seems to act as a ward against corrupted souls will try to enter. Who will try to enter? The feeling is familiar. It was the feeling of a chapel where the spirits of the deceased still linger. At first I didn't notice, being overwhelmed by the grandeur of the room. But to one side is a young man in a familiar uniform lying still on the ground. I call out to him, but there is no reply. I shake him in an attempt to wake him up when I notice he's stone cold. I go as pale as the corpse before me, and I can no longer think coherently. All I can do is stare in bewilderment. Bewilderment. It is at this moment the fallen effigy lying next to the milestone comes to its feet with a clatter. Before I get a chance to make sense of what's going on, I suddenly twist around and comes right at me. It twists around and comes right at me. Okay, totally one-sided. You seem to be lacking as well. I didn't stand a chance against that thing. It seems like I wasn't qualified to be here. Me, qualification, that's right. I should know everything by now. The truth has to be here. But now, sigh, everything is going dark. I'm not even really scared. The only feeling that remains in me is regret. Even at the very end, I was unable to remember anything about myself. Someone, anyone, if you make it beyond here, please don't forget my name. His story has ended, but what about yours? Before you write your own story, choose the vessel of your power. A man who wields a sword boldly, a stoic warrior clothed in red robes, a magical foxgirl. Obviously, the answer is clear. Caster, maniac, a half-demon shaman clad in revealing robes. This servant is for players who want to be challenged by facing true adversity in battle. Obviously, the one I like had to be the hard mode. Partner with this servant, yes. What is the belfry in that moment, just the day's end? Day 0. I always awaken very abruptly. I don't even think I dream. I suddenly find myself walking to school. My head My headache worsens day by day until it finally buzzes in my head like an alarm. That day, in potent numbness, I wake up twice as fast as normal. I walk to the schoolyard. It's clear and cloudless. 7:30 a.m. But what season is it? When I try to recall what season it is, I start to get so dizzy I almost pass out. I may wind up back in bed if I let go and faint. I may wind up back in bed if I let go and faint. For some time I have been embracing a rush of useless information. The normal stuff you will see at the school, like the hustle and bustle of students, the hustle and bustle of my classmates by the entrance. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. When I push the thought, my field of vision fizzles. Today, again today, there is a crowd of students meeting in front of the school gate, and more are being directed that way. As to what's going on, there is a boy in black uniform in front of the school gate. He's my friend, as I recall. He's Issei Ryudo, as I recall. I remember this from the first time when Issei noticed me looking at him. He pushes through the crowd. Good morning. Lively weather we are having, don't you think? Why do you look so surprised? We announced at last week's assembly that this month the student council will strictly enforce school rules. He runs through his spiel as if this was the first time he had ever disclosed the information. I already know this. I know it. I already know what happens. It has happened more than once. I'm seized by a headache. I'm so dizzy I feel like I'm being forcibly locked out of my consciousness. First, let me check your student ID. I shouldn't need to remind you, but it should be on you at all times. My log ID is being checked. So it's so obvious now. I answer clearly to the question that usually makes me go dizzy. Male. I don't want to use his obvious name, so I'm going to go with my name. Where the hell is the set? Where are you? Ah, there you are. Rizdal. Confirm. Nickname. Okay. Riz. God damn it, set. What the hell is this? Let's see, return. Name Rizdal. Nickname Riz. Okay. Yes. Pretty. God damn it. Great. There is no telling when an emergency may occur, and it will be a help if you have your ID. I feel nauseous, and I know it has nothing to do with what I ate for breakfast this morning. I feel nauseous because of the world around me. It's repeating itself over and over, and that's making me sick. Now, for the uniform inspection, collar check, pants, hems check, and your socks check. I want him to get out of my way. I want this repetition to stop. I push him aside and go forward. I'm not nice about it either. Next is the contents of your bag. notebooks, textbooks, pencil box, not even a whiff of contraband. Your nails are evenly cut, and your haircut is sensible. Indeed, quite remarkable. You're a model Tsukimihara Academy student. He keeps on talking loudly, even though he's facing no one. I have a headache. I'm shivering. And know one thing for sure. This is wrong. This is not the school I know. It can't be. I have to go. I have to hurry up and wake up, or else it will be too late. But who am I waiting for? My anxiety and headaches are only getting worse. Afternoon arrives while I desperately try to find a way to escape this bizarre situation. As in now, the norm, my vision is overlaid with some kind of unnatural distortion. Uneasiness, futility, emptiness. I want someone to explain to me the true nature behind all these feelings. There must be a key somewhere, something that will have the answer to all my questions. I can save. Just day 4. Speak. Man, what is everyone? This is same text of before. I cannot examine the desks this time. Leo, blah blah blah, same thing. Let's see what events can I find. There has to be something extra. Pun not intended. There is Alice. Hey, Oni-san. Let's have tea together sometime. Yep, same text. Nothing changed. I don't see Rani. Blocked. There is Leo. The moment I step foot on the first floor, my feeling of unease intensify. There is a student wearing a red uniform, Leo, the new transfer student. The instant I lay my eyes on him, I immediately feel intimidated and humiliated. There is also someone trailing behind him. It looked like one of my classmates. The more I think, the more I realize that Leo isn't the only anomaly I have come across while on campus. There are other things that seem off as well. It's becoming clear now. There are people who shouldn't exist. Students that mysteriously vanish. The fabric of the reality is becoming unraveled. What is the truth? What defines the world you know? Don't turn away now. There is a reason why you are here. Come, don't allow yourself to close your eyes to the truth. Any other events? No Sakura. When I tried to open the door, a sudden burst of distortion ripped through me. It felt like my body was going to be torn apart. Attempt to go any further will be suicidal. I should turn around. I see railroad in. Same thing here. I feel like going to turn apart. Blah blah blah. Yep, I have no other option than go here. Leon, the and one of the guys from my class are talking in the hallway up ahead. The attention to detail is quite impressive, even the surrounding area is surprisingly substantial. If that's the case, this world is in some ways more real than the real world it represents. How about you guys? What are your thoughts on this? You guys, for a moment it feels as if he's including me in his comment. However, Leo begins speaking to my classmates, seemingly oblivious of my presence. Oblivious to my presence. Greetings, I believe this is the first time we have had an actual conversation. Leo gives me a smile with no hostility. However, I have the suspicion that there is something malicious behind his smile. Attending school wasn't half bad. I have never had the opportunity to go to one before now. In that respect, this has been quite an interesting experience. However, the time for fun has come to an end. I did not come here to play up being a student. No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their appointed path. And for me, the time to do so has arrived. With those final words, Leo turns his back on me. Farewell. No, that's not quite right. I don't think farewell will be accurate in this situation. For reasons I cannot explain, I have the distinct feeling that we will see each other again. So I guess I should use the more congenial "see you later." Well, it's time for me to move on. I wish you the best of luck. Leo said as much, even going so far as to look in my direction. For some inexplicable reason, I'm not surprised that Leo knew I was spying on him. I'm trying to get things straightened out in my mind when Leo suddenly disappears. The student who is following him also disappears after touching the same spot on the wall. The same moment he vanishes, my vision distorts, and the shock threatens to overwhelm me. What is going on here? I wonder if this place is the source of my unease. We save, and we continue. Like him, I place my hand on the wall, expecting to be drawn in. I see now that the way to the truth, to why I have these feelings, begins right here. I want to know. The atmosphere changes. There is a doorway, an entrance, where the concrete wall used to be. It's not something of this world. There is no doubt the door leads to someplace unfathomable. I bid farewell to the false world and take my first step toward the truth. An entrance to another world. Beyond this door, the previous statement perfectly describes the view before me. Walking behind me is my strange silent attendant. It is to be my sword and shield for what lies ahead. A disembodied voice suddenly confirms my thoughts. Although I have yet to learn anything, I need to do something besides stand here. Can I move on my own? No. At the very least, there might be some clues to this bizarre experience up ahead. I have no choice but to head into the darkness with only this strange doll as protection. Cannot save. Tung ting tung ting tung ting tung ting. You? Okay, you're not that stupid. Tin ton ten ton ten. Oh, I can rotate the camera, I didn't know. Oh shit. I can look behind. Ew. Cube. So pretty. Oh shit. Okay, how far are we going to go? What the hell is this? Why it flickers? No longer a typical school campus. The floors and walls, the air, even the aura are slightly off. It won't surprise me to see a monster pop up from the shadows. It's very much like a dungeon here. Welcome, potential master. With a shocking suddenness, a voice begins speaking. It sounds like it's coming from the empty sky above. If you are looking for answers, you must reach the goal. Now please step forward. Booty. The illuminated cube in front of you is called Item Folder. Inside of it is a farewell present of sorts for those about to face the coming trial. Touch it to open it. Ether Shard. Ah, circle is to change camera to where I'm facing. Before you is an enemy program. It is programmed to attack on sight. Touching it will initiate a battle. But you won't actually fight as you are too fragile. The effigy given to you will fight in your stead. If your effigy is destroyed in battle, you will no longer be shielded from harm. To put it brutally, you will die. So be careful in battle. There is no need to be afraid, for now. Just do what I say and you will be perfectly safe for the time being. First off, why don't I explain a bit about battles? First of all, there are 3 basic commands that you can use in battle: attack, guard, and break. Each turn in battle is composed of 6 actions, and you will need to tell your effigy what your strategy is to be. Battles are divided into turns, and with 6 commands being issued each turn. Once confirmed, they will be executed all at once. The enemy before you should be quite easy to defeat, as it will only perform break. Break, which focused solely on power, shouldn't be much of a problem against attack. Now use attack command to destroy the program. Use the directional buttons to choose the command and press X to confirm the selection. Enter 6 attack commands using the up directional button, then press X to annihilate the enemy. Fine, I will. Beep 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 beep. Fight. Nice. And he's dead. So, how did it go? One thing to know is that each turn you will have to plan a series of 6 moves that will defeat your foe. The goal is still far ahead. If you must bask in the afterglow of your victory, do so while moving forward. You can overcome break by using attack command. Yep, rock paper scissors style of combat, I know. Oh look, here comes another program. You seem nervous. Perhaps you are anxious about fighting in another battle. Do not be alarmed. This enemy isn't strong enough to harm you. it is programmed to only use attack. While attack is a potent action, using guard will allow you to defend and then counterattack. Guard can be used to reduce the damage caused by an enemy attack, but I trust you know this. Guard will not only block an opponent attack command, but will also unleash a devastating counterattack. Now that you know how this battle will unfold, use appropriate command to defeat the enemy program. Bonk. And he did. Yes, that's exactly right. As you may already notice, performing 3 successful actions in a row results in a chain. By performing multiple chain attacks, you can perform devastating follow-up attacks on your opponent. If you land 3 strikes in a row, you will perform an extra attack, which is a special additional attack. While doing multiple chain attacks in the heat of battle may be difficult, the results make it worth the effort. Now please proceed. Now this should be pure guard. You should be used to the fundamentals of battle at this point, but I will walk you through this one last time. This program will only use guard and do nothing in battle but defend against harm. But no matter how stout one's defense may be, it will be for naught against the break command. You can shatter an enemy's guard command by using break. Remember, always use the appropriate command for any given situation. Now here we go once again. You have been through 3 battles and used the attack, guard and break commands. Someone as instinctive and observant as you may have already noticed this. Each of the 3 attacks balances each other out, creating a situation where no attack is dominant. The 3 battle commands, attack, break and guard, all have immutable relationship with each other. What I just covered is the absolute basic of battle and the minimum info you will need to know. Once you master the basics, all that's left is to test yourself in battle and gain valuable experience. Now please proceed. Scaly. All of the enemy programs you have faced so far only used one move, which won't happen in real fight. Like you, your enemies will choose their actions based on the situation and general observation. Their actions will be very difficult for you to predict at first. As you face the same enemy multiple times, you will be able to read their tendencies and patterns accurately. When you first enter the battle, your opponent's moves will be mostly hidden from you. Being able to guess your opponent's moves with only limited amount of info is key to victory. Although considering your lack of fighting experience, it may be expecting far too much from you. But anyway, please try your best. Break, guard. Break, guard. So this should be also guard. I hope for the best. Nope. Duck, duck, duck. It was an attack, so guard. Attack and attack. And he dead. Good job. Alright then, please proceed to the final room. Where is the final room? There it is. Whoa. I made it. At the end of the very long road, after going through a door that suddenly appeared in the wall, the oppressive air of this place where the spirit of the dead still linger. Here's my goal, that's what I thought. Furthermore, it appears as if someone had collapsed. When I look into his face is the student who was following Leo just now. I call out to him, but I get no reply. I shake him in an attempt to wake him up when I notice he's stone cold. I go as pale as a corpse before me, and I can no longer think coherently. All I can do is stare in bewilderment. It is at this moment the fallen effigy lying next to the male student comes to its feet with a clatter. After having to fight several enemy programs to get here, it's obvious that this thing is an enemy as well. Without warning, it suddenly twists around and comes right at me. He's going to kick my ass. Oh, no commands at all. Don't have skills. Let's see. Guard. Let's see. What's break? Break. I think I'm going to die. And I'm dead. You seem to be lacking as well. Can hear the sound of a distant voice. The time has come. With your inevitable loss, I will consider this round of preliminaries to be over. Farewell, I pray you will find peace in your annihilation. That is the voice's final words to me. I don't have the power to protest. All I can do is stare at the floor. I think I'm going to die here. Suddenly, at the edge of my own hazy vision, a number of brown-colored lumps seem to rise from the ground. Actually, it might be that I just noticed them now. They may have been there from the beginning, for all I know. Those lumps are the bodies of the untold number of fallen Tsukimihara Academy students. The guy before me wasn't the only one to fall. All the others made it here and died, unable to do anything. And in a very short while, I suppose I will become one of them. Maybe I should just close my eyes now. I did all I could, so maybe it will be better for it to end now. I refuse to give up. Refuse to give up. I summon all my strength in an attempt to get back on my feet. However, as I try to move, an unbearable intense pain shoots through my entire body. If that's going to be... No, if this is... Still refuse to give up. I don't want it to end like this. I cannot ignore the intense pains coursing through my body. I have reached a point where I no longer see stars as my eyes feels like they are on fire. Feel like all 5 of my senses are being ripped from my body. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the pain. I'm afraid of losing my senses. I'm afraid of becoming a corpse. And the most terrifying thing, disappearing without a trace for any reason at all. It's not right that I disappear here. My consciousness shot through with waves of distortion. It screams out against the injustice of it all. What was the purpose of suffering through those headaches just to fade away here and now? What were they all for it if I just fade away here and now? I have to stand up. It's okay if I'm scared. It's okay if I am in pain. I have to rise above all of that. Because I have yet to fight of my own volition and my own terms. On my own terms.
その魂、ちょっと待った。しばらく。どこの誰とか全然存じませんが、その慟哭、その頑張り。他の神様が聞き逃しても、私の耳にピンときました。羽化の御霊の神もご承覧あれ。この人を冥府に落とすのはまだ早すぎ。だってこのイケメン魂、きっと素敵な人ですから。ちょっと私にくださいな。
I love Chiwa Saito. The sound of breaking glass is accompanied by the light cutting through the gloom. I manage to move my weary body and aching head to see what's happening. I didn't notice it before, but something slowly rising up from the floor in the middle of the room. That form. Its appearance isn't much different from a human being, but something was different. Clearly so. The power emanating from it transcended that of any human, or any enemy I have faced in getting here. An awesome power that seems as if it will vaporize anyone it touches swirls within my bodies, almost against my will.
岩ではなくとも即参上。犬猿両母から両妻狐のデリバリーにやってきました。あ、なんかドン引きしてません？あなたが私のご主人様でいいんですよね？
Yes.
やったー！契約成立！よろしくお願いしますね、マスター。何を隠そうこのいえ、この私、ご主人様みたいな人のサーバントになりたいってずっと思っていたのです。まあ、ちょっと性能はピーキーなんで、マスター的には不満かもしれませんけど、精一杯頑張りますから。
She takes a hold of my hand and helps me on to my feet. From the hand she had grabbed comes a sudden warmth, and then a sharp pain, like I have been cut with a knife. On the back of my hand, as though tattooed, it's a strange symbol that looks like some kind of crest. Totally confused, I alternate between staring at the mark on my hand and the person standing before me. And then a noise behind me brings me back to my senses. Turning around, I see that the effigy from before is still there, and now in a fighting stance. I wince uncontrollably, recalling my previous defeat at its hands. Master, if it's any trouble, will you please leave this to me? I will obliterate that worthless wooden toy and erase any trace of its existence from this world.
サーバントの力見せちゃいますね。
I love it.
人形さん、見え見えですよ。
I love it. With subs now. Should be enough.
いきますよ。
Battle of
も
Tamamo.
っといい声で泣いてもらいましょう。頑張りますね。ご主人様との連載かも。
Level up! Dun, din, dun, dirin, dun. The water effigy stops moving. There is no way it will still function after being effectively torn apart. Thanks to you, my dear master, I was able to win while using only 5% of my power. She continues to talk, however the sound of her voice doesn't quite reach my ears. The heat coming from the mark on my hand grew in intensity during the fight, and the resulting pain has become unbearable and burst through my consciousness. The mark imprinted on your hand is your command seal. It is a proof that you hold dominion over a servant. You can use it to give 3 orders that must be obeyed. Think of them as disposable strengthening spells. This also proof of your participation in the Holy Grail War. If you lose it, for some reason you will die. Once again I hear that voice. I somehow manage to ignore the pain and listen to what it has to say. I can understand your confusion, but before I forget, congratulations, you have endured much to make it here. Now rest for a while, you have achieved your first goal. It was an incredibly clumsy effort to say the least, but that's what made it all the more entertaining. I have had this duty for a long time, but this is the first time I have seen a master as helpless as you. Nevertheless, be proud of your achievement. Your quick thinking came as a result of nerves and rashness. This thinking about it, the voice sounds like that of a 30-year-old man, and is really irritatingly smug. For some reason, I can see the owner of the voice as a priest dressed in a sober cassock. Oh, you are curious about my identity. I'm honored, but I am insignificant. I'm merely a part of the system. I'm just a guide, tasked with giving a strange message and giving the personality of a prior participant. I'm no more than words, and no more than a mountain you just conquered. No more than a record of the past. A record. So if I raise any objections to this voice, Doesn't it mean I won't receive any answers in return? Exactly. Well, this is unexpected. You have received a commendation. Something about you having a light. I have no clue who will say such a thing about me. But that short phrase struck my heart because, for some unknown reason, I knew the words were sincere. And as for I expect good things from you, it seems like more of a command than an encouragement. Now, let us commence your baptism. You have proven yourself worthy of the honor. For most, the monotony of everyday life continues on without end. Your decision to look beyond and accept the progress means you have earned the right to exist. However, you have but taken the first step. Be jubilant, young knight, for the Holy Grail War begins now. I have no idea what he's talking about. The Holy Grail War. The right to exist. That's correct. An object of great power once existed in the world. One that could grant any desire. People call it the Holy Grail, and fought endlessly in an attempt to gain sole possession of it. This war, the system you find yourself in now, is an evolution of those struggles. You stand at the entrance of a deadly struggle where many wizards will perish in pursuit of the Holy Grail. Listen, Meiji. Had I not bestowed upon the earth desire, you will be merely saints capable of committing sin. Now fight to the death. The fiery throne of heaven will only receive those with the strongest of desires. The voice reverberates throughout the high hidden chapel, as if it were the voice of a god. Kill, Meiji. Holgreatad grants wishes. These questions and more swirl inside my head and almost seem to carve themselves into my flesh. In war, a weapon is needed. That is your servant. They are the spear that pierces and the shield that protects. A heroic spirit whose purpose is to clear your way to the Grail. That is the one who stands beside you. I look over to the young woman with the fox tail, who returns my look with a glowing smile. She is my servant. It seems you have decided, and with that decision as payment, I now open the gates to the Holy Grail War. The marks on my hand, my command seal, once again begins to become unscrutably painful. It's over. I can't take it anymore. I reach the limits of my endurance and my mind starts to shut down as I lose consciousness. I can vaguely hear the voice's final words. Now, let the Holy Grail War begin. No matter the era, deciding who is the worthy through battle is the divine providence of man. Meiji, who have been invited here by the moon, show me your true strength. Save your progress, yes. Day 1. Day 4. Save here. And with this, I'm going to end. Round 1, Day 1. Took me 3 hours to finish the prologue. So much text. Where the hell is my mouse? Mouse. There we go. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the stream, please hit the like, subscribe, or hit the bell, or leave a comment. Whatever you do will cheer me up a little bit. You can follow my Twitter down there, where I post every single time I'm going to go live. Anyway, Rizdal.